The Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
KJ Hamler returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Mahomes. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And I think the ball's out. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Now into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Off the play fake. Ryder.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Ryder. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
At the Titans' 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, it's Patterson. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Washington going to send out their punter,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Ryder completes it to Evan Ingram. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Evan Ingram, 89 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Washington, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hamler now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Mahomes now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Washington on third down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing on first down. Ryder. In trouble, and he's taken down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Looking to throw on second down. Ryder. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Ryder. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over. Out of bounds.
sets up the first down and goal.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out.
Patterson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Ryder.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Washington will take over first and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first and 10, Ryder. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
21, Washington 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mahomes going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taylor now returning it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Jalen Waddle with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Ryder over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. 5 yards remain on second down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And some room to work. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Odafe Oweh there on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Only able to gain a couple there. And just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sullivan. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And some room to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside. In Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 5.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 6-0 our score after 1. On 3rd down, Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
When you talk about Jamar Chase, one of the things that really stands out, his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Burrow. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Jackson will throw again. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game. 1-score game
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They go play action now. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They go play action with Jackson.
That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. 1st down and more for Jackson.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because You have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Handoff to Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Burrow on play action. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Another shot for Chase. He's got it this time. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And Burrow going to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
That catch good for only a couple.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Again, it's Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Mixon.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's Mixon, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
And this is going to be intercepted.
picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson now down around his goal line.
He'll find the tight end, Sullivan, complete.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off right around the 43. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel...
Touchdown, Bengals!
Jamar Chase.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to... And look at this! They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
81 yards.
And the Ravens on one play have taken the lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once,
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Burrow. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Here's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
Pick six all day. Don't throw my shot.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming to Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Ravens, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.